Good evening, my collective community. I am your girl, Two Claps Oracle. And tonight's reading is going to be one that I'm going to try to keep it between 9 and 10 minutes because I know y'all don't like read. I'm listening to all my stuff all the time, listening to the video and reading. But let me tell you something. Tonight's reading, I'm here to tell you that you have to learn how to vibrate to what you want. So we've spent this last couple weeks since we've known each other, about good 2 weeks, okay? You spent 2 weeks learning that you're on the path of least resistance. You have learned how to manifest. You learn how to stay away from people. You learn how to cloak yourself. You learn that people have been trying to be like you. Well, now the season of getting rid of those people is upon us. What do I mean by that? Those people are gone. So now the next part of your growth and your development spiritually is learning how to get energetically in harmony to attract the things that you want. So let me tell you, Abraham and Esther Hicks on YouTube. This is a couple that does a lot of inspirational vortex teaching and spiritual teaching, and I learned from them, okay? What happens is, in order to get the new house, the new car, the new love, the abundance, and break free from a lot of things, you have to now start to internally try to manifest the desires of your heart by energetically being in alignment with those things. How do you get in alignment? Well, it's going to take a little bit of time unless you're just willing to work on it daily. A lot of us are coming out of constant negativity. We're coming out of attracting and absorbing negativity. We're coming out of unstable and imbalanced emotions. We're coming off of projection. We're coming off of so many negative things. And because we have beat that season of our lives, our blessings are going to come to us. But now you have to learn how to manifest new blessings, new beginnings, and new abundance. You have to get into the energetic place where you are attracting what you really want, opposed to keep playing in your mind the pain and the hurt that you went through, because what you focus on is going to still manifest itself. There is a terminology called codependency. People think that codependency is simply a person that needs other people to be around them so they can feel good about themselves or they can feel love. They can't be alone. But what happens is there is a terminology called codependent mentally. What happens is when you're codependent mentally, you go and find hurtful thoughts, shameful thoughts, painful thoughts, and keep replaying them in your mind because you want to stay in the setting that you have learned to be in. So when things are going good in your life, you start to feel like something bad is going to happen, or you start to feel like this is too good to be true. So then you will go and grab a negative thought and give yourself a negative vibration and a negative feeling internally, and then all of a sudden you feel good. Girl, your tax is about to drop. You ain't got no time to be feeling negative, because when you put yourself in the negative vibration, you are still putting out a frequency and attracting negativity, even though there's no physical place for your negative thoughts to land, because the people on assignment that were assigned to be negative to you, you already defeated them. So now you're just walking around with these recycled codependent thoughts, putting yourself in a safe environment, putting yourself in a safe place. We'll put ourselves in these places because feeling good is too hard. Past, present, future. See, the biggest misconception about growth, development, and blessings and leaving people behind is that nobody teaches you how to be blessed. Nobody teaches you how to be happy. Nobody teaches you how to be harmonious. And when that happens, you begin to realize that you're self-sabotaging and self-soothing with negativity, because the things that you fought so hard to get away from, you learned how to find comfort in those. Your foundation was all about compassion. You were the one that was giving compassion to all of the people that were negative to you. You kept those people around too long. And what happens is you gave yourself a role of being the compassionate person, the person that everybody could come to. And as long as you were something to other people and you didn't feel alone, that was okay for you. But then you slowly realized that your compassion was taken for granted. So now you're in your swan season and you're about to fly. See, first in the past, you were your swan. Now you're headed into your eagle season where you have to fly alone. You're the most beautiful spirit that a lot of these people that hurt you in the past have ever come across. And in some twisted way, like myself, you found comfort You found happiness and you found meaning in people needing you. Even if they treated you wrong, you made excuses for them. You told yourself that, well, I'm the only person that they have. So you begin to depend on them needing you, and you didn't understand that there was going to be a season that they had to go. And now that that season is here, you don't know how to feel any other emotions. When you're by yourself, all of a sudden, your own thoughts are louder than the pain that they caused you. Let's get into your present card. But these are the cycles of life. I am a millennial. I was born in 1988. If you are a millennial consciousness or the generation behind me, which I believe is Generation Z, we are the last social and economical demographics of people who have to unprogram ourselves from what the generation ahead of us had that they learned, especially if you're Black. If you're Black, your mother and father, Generation X, is the last generation of being raised by slave mentalities, because your grandmother was raised by somebody who raised them right out of slavery. That's what people fail to realize. So the millennials, we are the ones that make the change, and we are raising the kids that make more changes. And then the alpha generation is going to make even more changes, right? So what happens is you have freed yourself. You are the generation to free your family and everybody around you from the generational curses. And you've already done that. But because you've done that, now you're sitting around like, damn, I don't have nothing else to fight. Well, why is the money not here? Maybe I'd be happy if the money came. Maybe I'd be happy if the love came. But the truth of the matter is you're not done with your cycles of life. This is card 4. So let's just say the third cycle was you beating everybody around you and getting out of all of those bad vibrations. Well, now the fourth cycle is the cycle of learning to attract positivity into your vortex. And in order to attract positivity into your vortex, which would be your aura for some, your energetic space for some, your body for some, but the vortex, Abraham and Esther Hicks teaches you that that is your energetic platform, okay? The only thing that can get in and get out is anything that you bring in and bring out, manifest in or outwardly, right? You have to learn how to be in constant vibration of positivity, because without it, you're only going to attract what you don't want. What you focus on the most is what you're going to attract. Me and you have to learn how to attract the things that we want by constantly thinking about them and dreaming about them and visualizing them. We are so busy trying to figure out ways to outmaneuver a fight that we've already won, because none of us want the past to come back. So now we are codependently thinking about situations we've already beat and what we're going to do when they come back, or what we're going to do if they try us again. And the door is shut. They can never get back because they don't even know how to approach you. They don't even know how to talk to you. The only thing they can do is pretend to be somebody that they think you may like, and you're going to see through that. These are the cycles of life. You're right here in your eagle cycle. The only cycle in the present day that you have to worry about is learning how to get those negative codependent thoughts out of your mind, and learning how to create new thoughts and new visualizations, and watch how fast good people and good things come to you. Why? Your future card. This is about your eternal self. We're only here for a short time, not a long time. And nobody knows what's on the other side. We just have a whole bunch of people that tells a whole bunch of different stories about them being invited to heaven. We don't know nothing. But I know one thing. If it's up to me and it's up to you, wouldn't you want to go to the unknown, a healed person, just in case you have to live this life again? What if on the other side of death is a new life, and the only life you can get in the new is the one you lived in the past? I don't want the baggage. I don't want the pain. I don't want anything that's heavy. I don't want the rage. I don't want the unstable emotions. I don't want people who make me feel bad. I don't want people who feel the need to come back and tell me something that somebody has said about me. I want new beings who absolutely are only interested in my old life if I decide to share with them. Your eternal self is about building in the right direction so you can attract all of the beautiful things you need in this life, And on the other side, you want God to say, well done. God can't tell your eternal self, well done, if you can't let go the pain that once hurt you and he freed you from that. What that shows God is, in all of the cycles that he took you through to get to your eternal self, you didn't trust him. Move on and move strong. All right, y'all.